today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. New York Jets versus Jalen Hurts and the Tennessee Titans.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Antonio Callaway.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Made the tackle.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 60 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts to Jefferson on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Titans.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target.
Hurts pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
3. Jets, nothing.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 58 yards.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
Here's Kamara off the draw. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 31's the
from the gun, it's Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
It's a gain of 9.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
That's the
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Hurts escaping the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Hurts on the keeper.
Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
On the coverage.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
It's so difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, he'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Catch made by Fulgham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
The 3rd.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Jalen Hurts.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And right side, Henry's got it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he'll complete this one to Fulgham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Brady to Evans on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. The Texans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 21-17, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And he returns this to the 22.
Lewis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Brady. This left side caught by Fulgham. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
And 5. At the 37.
Operating from the gun. Brady, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Brady. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Raekwon Davis able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Jets' 2-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Jets 7.
So it's an old school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Brady to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. This is the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, this is Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Alvin Kamara.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's got Njoku over the middle, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running with Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Again, it's Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And New York set to take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Now a play fake. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alvin Kamara, 35 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Justin Jefferson, incomplete.
2nd down, here's Hurts. They set up the screen for Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Hurts. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete.
that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.